I really believe that, once you're awakened and realize that half the shit that has happened to your life and that is happening to your life currently is because of all the patterns and mind thoughts that is happening in your head. When you take accountability of your trauma, your shadow, when you take accountability of how good of a person you can be, and you take accountability of erasing half the shit that was taught to you, I think that's when you realize that you are the architect of your world. Think of Inception, Leonardo DiCaprio's character explains that, there's dreams within a dream, and that the architect designs the dreams, the simulation, the happenings, the scenarios, and the possibilities. And he was with this girl, you know, and then this girl was basically, designing the world, stopping it, shaping it, you know. But Leonardo DiCaprio ultimately told her that you're in a dream right now when she didn't know. And he kind of told her that this was her dream and that she can create the things that were happening in the dream. And that movie kind of explains the hidden gems of metaphysics and who you really are as an individual. And now, if you think about most of your traumatic experience, you would have had to be in a very low vibrational state. I'm talking very flustered, very angry, very sad to create that depression to put you in that traumatic state. And if you think about the things that were great and that was highly rememberable, that gave you nothing but love, you would have been at a high vibrational state of thoughts where it's happy, enjoyment, enlightenment that would have created that sort of scenario and outcome. So ultimately, you're constructing everything that is occurring in this simulation. But the catch is this simulation is not necessarily a matrix. It's your dream. You see, the matrix part is another distraction to hinder the fact that you are the architect, who plans, designs, oversees the construction of buildings and other structures. Think about it. When you left a certain place, or you stopped working at a job, or you left a neighborhood, or you left a person, they or that community sort of crumbled. It ceased to exist. When I left my football team, my soccer team, and I decided to retire and pursue art because I just felt like I needed to do that for my soul. Everybody in my past world of football, they ceased to exist. It's sort of like they went their separate ways. The whole team even crumbled. They went their separate ways, and the boys stopped playing. My old teammates, and that's what I mean by the system and the world in itself is shaped around you because you are the architect. Because you left an old world, that old world crumbled, and everybody in that old world ceased to exist. And you created a new world where everybody comes together to exist for your dream. You see, you go to a new job, you just meet new people all of a sudden who kind of have the same sort of scenarios and thoughts that you kind of have. You see similarities within yourself in this new world, and that's not a mistake. Nothing in this life is a coincidence. Everything happens from the construction and ensuring the functionality of your design. You see, it works like this. The people that come into your world are like your clients. They understand your needs and create the design using specialized software and traditional techniques, and coordinate with engineers and contractors, and they bring together the project that is within your mind, within your thought pattern. You see, because it's your dream. They're bifactors, codes created to match that frequency that you're trying to create your dream on. You see, when your best friend is not your best friend on purpose. I mean, on by mistake. He's there for a reason because you put him there, or you put her there. You constantly constructed everything, and if you leave your best friend, you're gonna get another one because that world crumbles, and so a new world is created. So you, as the architect, have the power to build and destroy worlds depending on where your thought patterns are taken. Whether they're high vibrational thoughts or whether they're low vibrational thoughts, they have the power to manipulate and shift time, density, and frequency and the dimensions of this 3D plane to shape what it is that you're thinking in your head. You see, this is what God does. Yeah, the high power. You see, the high power has always been you. Yes, God wanted to play you in this world. You see, this is why we're all gods, because we're constantly shaping, constructing, and planning our design, aka our world. If you don't get it, forget about it. But if you do, stay tuned because there's more videos coming out. When you understand these elements, you distance yourself from resistance. Resistance is what the matrix creates so that you forget about you being the architect.